Here, what is up? Alright, we setting everything up. And we'll be on in just a hot second. Bro, comment on my video. He said, great video, but keep playing T-Lou factions. Crazy. We'll get to it when we get to it, baby. Be on that Resident Evil hype. Alright. Copy this shit. See, that ain't even showing my thumbnail. What's up with that? What's up with that? Resident Evil hype. That's crazy. Hey, what's going on? What's up, Luffy? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. Try and get everything set up real quick and we'll be on. In a strange week, world is in a dark place. Oh yeah. I assume you're talking about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Yeah, it's crazy. Sad times. You know what I'm saying? It's not working, bro. Yeah, sad world, sick times. I don't know why people are celebrating it like it's a good thing. Nobody deserves to die like that. Messed up. Hopefully they find whoever did it. It's all their CCTV. Oh yeah, footage whoever did it. Yeah, the wife's been watching it because she used to watch them, and it's all over TikTok and whatnot. I just need an escape, and gaming is the perfect answer. Hell yeah. Yeah, last I heard it was somebody on a roof from like a long distance, and it was like a marksman or something. That's what I heard. I don't know. At first I thought it was somebody in the crowd just shot him. Crazy. Alright, here we go. I think I got everything set up. We should be able to get going. But other than all that crazy stuff, hopefully you all are having a fantastic day. Turn this music down a little bit. I just don't see how people can like disagree with someone so much and get their feelings hurt so much to where they actually got to take somebody's life. That's crazy. Crazy shit. Inhumane for sure. And then people are celebrating and talking down on, yeah, are you talking bad about somebody who's deceased? Like, how low can the human race be? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, nobody deserves to die like that. That's insane if you think that. Let's see. Open link. What's worse is Sucker Punch devs are celebrating too. Bungie devs are really. I feel like it's. I'm gonna try to say this in not an offensive way. I feel like, because I just saw a screenshot of somebody else. I don't know if it was a gaming studio or what. Yeah, Bungie or Sucker Punch did do Ghost of Yotei, huh? Wow. But I feel like it's all of these woke people that are celebrating, and like, it's just sad, man. Like, people are allowed to have different beliefs. It's the United States, right? We're free to think however we want. You're free to have an opinion on anything. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of how this guy was as a person and like what his beliefs were and how he talked to people, or if he talked down on people. I don't know. But at the end of the day, the dude didn't deserve to fucking get murdered. Right? He didn't deserve to get shot like he did and bleed out. And not only that, if I'm not mistaken, his family was there. And he died right in front of his family. Like, that's insane. Such a brutal way too. The video scarred me. Yeah. As soon as I saw it and I saw like how much blood and how he fell, like, I even told the wife, I was like, yeah, he's not gonna make it. Because at first, you know, he wasn't announced dead or whatever. But I can't believe, are Bungie and Sucker Punch actually going out of their way to like celebrate publicly? Or did they get exposed behind closed doors? Because if you're going out of your way to post shit online in celebration, that's insane. Yeah, on Blue Sky. Yeah, I don't have that. I try to stay off social media, man. It's insane. It's so toxic. But hey, like, so when shit like this happens, man, people's true colors come out, right? People's true colors come out. Senior dev at Sucker Punch making Mario and Luigi jokes about Charlie and doubling down too. That's crazy. Like I said, man, nobody deserves to get murdered in cold blood right there in front of their family. Like, it don't matter if you agree or disagree with them, if you like them or don't like them. Like, I don't understand how people just can't accept the fact that people are going to have different opinions, different ideologies. And why can't people just accept that and not get so goddamn butthurt over it? Especially to the point to want to take someone's life. Like, are we that weak-minded of a country as a human race? straight up extremism. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's crazy. And from what I'm understanding, the latest information is that apparently it was a marksman and a trained shooter. Like it was a setup assassination. I don't know. Maybe the guy got paid out. Maybe the guy got paid to do it. I don't know. You never know these days. It's insane. Insane. I have no other word for it. No, I think we're all good right here. Okay. Yeah, I can't believe gaming devs are coming out and celebrating. That's crazy. I didn't think they would do that. Like, why would you be a public figure or like ruin your reputation like that? Yo, what's going on, RWK? What's up? I'm expecting them to put out like a reward for anyone who finds them. Yeah, I heard it was an official manhunt now. I don't know if it's like a bounty system or whatever, but yeah. You figure these game devs would be smarter or smart enough to not go online and post like controversial stuff. Like, do these gaming studios not realize like their reputation in the gaming industry is at like an all-time low? Like, people, like, it's so easy to like expose yourself and other people nowadays. I don't know, it's insane. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Hey, Conjured Lion, what's up? You all have forgive me, man. I'm trying to, like, be uppity, but as Luffy said, messed up past couple of days. Also, I am under the weather. My wife was sick. Now I'm sick. The son's sick. And I'm trying to push through. Nothing too crazy, though. It's not like I have a fever, but still. I appreciate everybody stopping by, tuning in. We're going to go over a couple things, and then hopefully we have enough time to finish Resident Evil 2 OG. Yeah, no flu, just like a head cold or something. Nothing too crazy. If I had the flu or a fever, I probably would not be going live. Hope for a speedy recovery to you and the fam. I appreciate that. I think the wife's already feeling better, but no, I'm taking the brunt of it. If Sucker Punch don't do anything, then they're going to lose a lot of supporters, and rightly so. Yeah, I'll have to look more into that. You said on Blue Sky? What is that, like Twitter? You have to make an account for it. Blue Sky, I saw it via Twitter. Or maybe I can get on Twitter. Or X.com. Is it Bungie? And now here it says, first thing that pops up is Drama Alert saying that South Park is getting backlash for parroting Charlie Kirk in their latest season, but this was before he was murdered. What's up, Aaron? I joined another stream link. Hello, my YouTube shows you have 2 lives right now. Yeah, I got one set up on the vertical and then a normal stream. I do that so my streams can pop up on the shorts feed. I get a couple viewers here and there. A couple of new viewers. Alright. See, this thing is so touchy because I hate going into politics, bro. But also, these gaming devs apparently are, speaking out in support of his death or something like that. Is it Bungie's official page, or is it just like a Bungie devs? I'm not surprised that by Bungie, but Sucker Punch. I mean, a lot of these gaming studios now, man, they have these new generation of woke individuals that are quick to bash somebody and prey on people's downfall. We just come to play Resident Evil 2. Yeah. Are you serious? What did they say? Luffy, she said it earlier, said basically they were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. I don't know. I was going to try and look it up myself to see what was actually said. It's like, why can't people just stay in their fucking lane? Excuse my language, but like, why do people feel the need to like speak their mind on every little thing that has nothing to do with them? Just take in the news, take in the information, and go about your day. Why do you gotta feel like you have to put your fucking 2 cents out there? Why do you feel like you gotta have your opinion on it? Just to get your clicks? Just to get your likes? Just to get your engagement? It's like, just shut the fuck up and go about your day. You're a gaming studio. Shut the fuck up and just make video games. Maybe the games wouldn't be delayed if you just mind your own fucking business. Like, shit, bro. YouTube keeps censoring me saying Sucker Punch. Really? That's weird. YouTube's on some weird shit too lately with all that AI censorship and restricted mode. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't even know what life is anymore. Exactly. I don't know. I don't know who this guy or person was that said this stuff. Sucker Punch. He got him. I don't know. Suck the punch. See this right here. Says whoever it is, it was a professional hit. Who's ready to beat this game? I think the beat is he beats it this stream or gets close. Right here. Apparently this is where Charlie Kirk was, and the dude was on this rooftop. Apparently. 455.56 feet. Crazy. So sad, really depressing to see people act like this, yeah. But we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to move on. I'm not going to dwell on this dramatic, or not dramatic, but drama, fucking sad, depressing politics shit. Anyways, got a couple things game news wise. Clark Kinsey's got a video that says Resident Evil 9 Requiem breakdown and theories. Let's watch it. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. Let's watch this video.
June, almost 3 months ago, Resident Evil 9 Requiem was revealed at Summer's Game Fest, and the RE community went crazy. From analyzing to crazy theories to in-depth hands-on preview discussions, well, that's the RE community at work for you. So while I could have sunk hours of my time into analyzing every single frame as soon as the reveal trailer dropped, I thought to wait it out a tad bit. Hearing there was more to expect later down the line during Gamescom, I thought waiting was the best thing I could actually do. Thankfully, it was the best thing I could have done to build up my feelings and thoughts for a new RE9 Requiem video. I'm going to talk about the story, the characters, the setting, the new Stalker enemy, and the gameplay so far, to a certain extent. So strap in and feel free to listen to me talk your ears off while throwing crazy far out there theories. Let's talk Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Let's go.
First things first, a simple breakdown of the story so far. We play as a new main character named Grace Ashcroft, who happens to be the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft. If you're unfamiliar with Alyssa, she is one of many characters to play as in a beloved obscure spin-off game known as Resident Evil Outbreak.
The fuck did that say? Oh, I thought that said scrotum security. Scrotum security. That scream always gets me. Oh, the stalker.
Characters.
Yeah, she's a creepy bitch.
Obscure spin-off game known as Resident Evil Outbreak. Her daughter Grace is a very intelligent, introverted, and easily frightened individual who moves from place to place with her mother for unknown yet very dangerous reasons. Grace seems very much like a tech-savvy type of person, as she's constantly glued to her work on her laptop and eventually her work later down the line as an analyst. Sadly, on one stormy night, everything takes a literal dark turn with a mysterious abrupt phone call to the hotel room and a blackout.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Miss Ashcroft. Scrotum security.
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming.
They're coming.
We need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
As soon as everything goes dark, Alyssa and Grace are forced to leave their room and escape the hotel itself.
Ashcroft.
And Alyssa guides her daughter through the eerie dark hotel corridors to safety.
Stay close.
Mom, wait!
Unfortunately, after finding the hotel owner, the encounter is cut short as a hooded man, horrifically in manhunt style, murders the hotel owner.
Slice.
Grace and Alyssa quickly leave the scene before sharing what would be their last final heart-to-heart moment before Alyssa is killed right before Grace's eyes.
Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my...
So emotional, man. It's gonna mess with us.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom!
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
Skipping 8 years later into the future, Grace is
She leaves her laptop on the bed. Yeah. Maybe somebody snatched that up and got some info.
now working as an analyst for the FBI. Her boss, Nathan Dempsey, interrupts her report on some mysterious murders involving infections to assign her to something more personal. Dempsey, acknowledging her trauma, encourages her to take up the assignment and investigate a murder similar to the ones they've been looking into. The exception here is, it's the fact that the body was located at the Wrenwood Hotel, the same exact place where her mother died 8 years ago.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Grace is acting as wild here. I can't wait for this game. Yeah, dude. It's gonna be amazing. Top tier.
The Wrenwood Hotel.
Also love the sound design, bro. Like how like the music and like sound effects kick in as soon as she sees it.
The Wrenwood Hotel.
Just captures that vibe perfectly.
I know. That's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Despite being traumatized by the experience, Grace decides to go alone and investigate this killing, potentially hoping it could link back to her mother's murder. Of course, this is indeed a Resident Evil game, so expect things to not go oh so smoothly for poor Grace here. Upon visiting the hotel to investigate, Grace is seemingly abducted, where she awakens in a very Saw-like scenario. She's strapped upside down, her blood is being extracted, and she's completely defenseless with nothing but questions racing through her mind. Grace is now on her own, and so the horror officially begins in what is Resident Evil's darkest symphony.
Resident Evil. Requiem.
Now that we talked about what we can gather from the story on a surface level, I need to talk about our new protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, because I love this character and her design already. Sure, not everyone has had the chance to play as Grace yet because the demo is bouncing around from every game event, avoiding our at-home platforms like the plague.
Yeah.
She's so perfect for a horror game, especially...
We need the demo, man. We need it.
Like Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, Leon S. Kennedy, or anyone else. She has no superpowers. She's normal. Kind of. If anything, as much as I love Ethan Winters, she is what Ethan Winters could have been. She's Ethan Winters, but perfected. She's already so much better, and I love Ethan. She's easily frightened, which plays into the gameplay where she'll trip or fumble over anything around the environment when she's scared and or being chased. Sometimes she'll even react to the environment when startled with unique animations like this.
Yeah, I wonder how often that's gonna happen throughout the game, or if maybe it's just like this section.
It's notable in third person, but in first person there will be some changes where I'm pretty sure it will be on a balanced level. Oh yeah, if you like either first or third person, RE9 Requiem has you covered. Simply go into the menu settings and you will be graced, no pun intended, with the two options. The game will at times give you recommended heads up when selecting either of these options. For example, in the more cat and mouse like sections, first person might be a lot more recommended in the settings. Unless you're an OG purist, which, you know,
so if I'm not mistaken, isn't it like you can choose to play the game first person, third person, but isn't there another option to where it switches for you automatically based on what they recommend?
Respect, where you love fixed camera angles and
FRE Village.
This is pretty much something you cannot exactly complain about. Anyways, back to Grace. The developers have confirmed she will be affected by what you carry around. However, she will grow over the course of the story, making the gameplay far more interesting with overcoming obstacles. I personally love these features so much. Having Grace stumble around is pretty immersive while bringing out more of her personality where she can be easily frightened. It is indeed a horror game, that's why I'm playing it or I want to play it. If I saw what Grace was greeted with, I'd be falling on my ass too, trying to get the hell out of there.
What the fuck?
If you think this will be the entire game where you run, hide, or even appear clumsy, well, have no fear, because she will grow capable as a survivor the more you play and progress. I've seen plenty of people already get rather upset over a couple of elements relating to the feeling of being defenseless. In response to those arguments or criticisms, I've seen these type of criticisms back in 2016 around TGS when showcasing the Mia VHS tape for RE7, and it was more survival horror and less cat and mouse when the game launched. B, the game has yet to release. C, the gameplay you see here is confirmed to be early on, very early on in the game's story. So trust me, you will receive guns.
Yeah, she's obviously gonna have some character development.
Like every other RE title since 1996. I'm 100% sure that you will not be forever stalked with no weapons. This will not be Outlast or Alien Isolation the game. This is
Right.
the next step with Resident Evil. Although keep in mind, the genre that you are playing is mainly survival horror, so picking or choosing your battles or running and engaging less with enemies is pretty much a part of the genre. Aside from folks doubting the game and not loving Grace right off the bat, which that's fair because we don't
7
know
item
everything about
slots.
her,
Interesting.
I truly just love how Grace is being handled so far. Especially since we never had a proper survival horror.
It's basically just giving a rundown of everything.
Speaking of series, let's talk a little bit about Resident Evil 9 Requiem's story.
I'm gonna say he has some theories, I thought, if
In
I'm
the
not
ninth
mistaken.
mainline entry of this beloved iconic action survival horror series, we're finally returning to Raccoon City, where it all started in the Arklay Mountains. While there is no clear answer, we do know it most likely stems from the main antagonist of the game, whoever that might be, as well as Grace happens to be
Special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
the line spoken here by who I assume to be someone we might know of, specifically 2 individuals who could fill in that role easily, and their names are Oswald E. Spencer and George Hamilton. Spencer is the founder of Umbrella, while Hamilton is a playable character in Outbreak who happens to be a surgeon. My reasoning on the hooded figure being Spencer connects to some visual elements in this shot here, as well as his voice. He has receding hair, he has on what seems to be a modified Wesker jacket, updated with a hood, and the fact he sits next to a phonogram. I'm not sure about you, but I have no idea who else would sit next to a phonogram in the RE universe. At least ones that could be very much alive. Maybe Hamilton might love them as well because, well, I'm not trying to say anything, but he is 39 in 1998 during Outbreak, so who knows? The hooded figure's voice itself feels very Spencer-like too, subtracting the RE5 performance where he sounded like Palpatine. Then again, it could be a very much older George Hamilton's voice as well. Now, why would Spencer even want Grace Ashcroft in the first place, or even her mother at that from 8 years ago? Well, it's simple. The daylight vaccine her mother took during the events of Raccoon City's downfall. Alyssa was infected with the T-virus, so taking the daylight vaccine would cure her, but when she had Grace, it would carry over strong properties, potentially making her special, as Spencer or George has said in this trailer. Possibly after killing or abducting Alyssa, Spencer found her blood to be a failure, and in return, the experimentation that she had gone through left her in a very mutated state where she would become the witch, the guard dog for Grace when she's isolated in the clinic early on in the game later down.
Crazy how much detail there is.
What would be so special about Grace's blood, you might ask in a more detailed manner? The properties running through her veins are very much a powerhouse for fighting against the T-virus or T-virus-like enemies. Spencer probably finds this to be perfect for his future, his mission, a dream he's had in his mind for quite some time. If you did not know, Spencer wanted to become a god where he would achieve such a status to rule over a utopia of superhuman individuals, all because of the discovery of the progenitor virus. In RE5, he did die at the hands of Albert Wesker, so there could be valid doubts, but welcome to Resident Evil, where rarely no one truly died.
This theory implying Spencer survived the next stat from Hell Wesker and then goes to Raccoon City and no longer has to be on life support. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he's just trying to like explain how it could be Spencer.
In Village,
I feel like Wesker super duper murdered him. I don't know. I mean, I guess anything could happen.
8th installment of the franchise, there was a breadcrumb trail leading to the reveal that Spencer did in fact stayed in the village a long time ago after Mother Miranda saved him, where she became his mentor. Obviously, the two never shared the same goal, so he left, but she did inspire him to pursue his dream, one that would go up in flames in 1998 when Raccoon City was wiped.
The new superior breed of humans, given birth by the progenitor virus. The Wesker children were entrusted with endless potential. Of them, only one survived.
Right?
You. Are you saying I was manufactured?
Yeah, for sure.
I was to become a god. Creating a new world with an advanced race of human beings. However, all was lost with Raccoon City. Despite that setback, your creation still holds great significance. Now my candle burns dimly. Ironic, isn't it? For one who has the right to be a god. To face his own mortality.
The right to be a god. That right is now mine. The right to be a god. You. Arrogant even until the end. Only one truly capable of being a god deserves that right.
Who's to say he didn't truly die and Village was probably slightly a tease, or he could have maybe inherited the molded ability? I'm not too sure about that one, but it would explain why the hooded figure has such a pale state. It looks similar to Virgil's from Devil May Cry 5, another game series that stemmed from Resident Evil, where he could too be running out of time, crumbling or falling apart, but ever so slowly. Maybe Alyssa even bought him more time, but just it wasn't enough. Or maybe he has the T-virus working overtime through his body, but it has its own different effect on him, where he's in a very undead but painful or suffering state. Grace's blood being stronger than her mother's with the daylight vaccine would probably draw Spencer's attention closer, realizing that she is truly special and perfect for his very evil plan. It explains why her blood is being extracted at the early portion of the game anyways. Now,
Right, yeah, there's something to do
very
with
much
that.
be the return of George Hamilton, another RC survivor from the Outbreak. The hooded man does have a similar color beneath the jacket, like his Outbreak design. On top of that, he was a surgeon, which explains why Grace is being operated on from the get-go. In addition, his voice is pretty similar to his voice during RE Outbreak, if he was way older as stated earlier in this portion of the video.
It's finished. I can finally rest. No, I have one thing left to do. I'm not a savior. It's just my duty.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Special one.
Interesting.
Chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
I cannot say I came to this conclusion of George Hamilton being the hooded figure on my own, so shout out to Terrico for one of the most solid theories for RE9's mysterious villain, because it's pretty good and the man knows his stuff. Seriously, go check out his videos, they're pretty good. Although, here's another potential theory. It's both Spencer and Hamilton. I know, this is stretching heavily, but at this point, we're all stretching in plenty of ways when it comes to theorizing on RE9 Requiem's story and the characters and the gameplay and so on and so forth. I mean, to add on to why I think it could...
I mean, I think I kind of like the fact that it could be George. I mean, it also brings in another Outbreak character. I don't know. Interesting.
be both. Alyssa does say this.
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Now, I'm not sure if this is a use of the word where she refers to multiple people, or mainly one with no knowledge of their identity. However, though, we do know the killer is a man from the trailer shots and showcases. It still does not rule out the possibility that there could be another one. Either way, it's exciting to see who the hooded figure could be. It would just feel weird if the antagonist we receive is someone completely new, because the game's title is called Requiem, and we are returning to Raccoon City, the Arklay Mountains where it all began. In addition, the mysterious hooded man's face is hidden for the most part, so it most definitely has to be someone we already know.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. They're hiding their face and they're making it mysterious intentionally so they don't give nothing away. Like, if it was just going to be a new character, they would just show his face. Like, they're hiding his face for some reason. They're keeping it under wraps. Also, with the Megamycete, anyone can have access to the memories of these main villains. That is true.
Is the fact,
but I just don't know if they're going to continue the whole Megamycete or Mutamycete thing. I think, like, from the article of the developer said, like, 7 and 8 is kind of its own thing. This isn't part of a trilogy, so I feel like they're done with, like, the whole mold and Megamycete. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
that it's an engaging mystery until next year in February when Requiem makes its debut.
Wesker clones.
Before we wrap up here, there are a few more things to add in. In the gameplay footage we received, there were more unique elements implemented into the game. There are empty ink ribbon cases that we can find across the clinic and I assume later levels. And the thing about it is that they're empty, so maybe we will be filling these up to save our games in a more traditional or classic way. If this is actually a returning feature with a twist, I already love it so much. Of course, while herbs are back, we do get med injectors to heal ourselves with, and lights can also be turned on and off, assuming this will affect how stealth-like you can be.
Do you really think that they would make it to where you have to find 2 items and combine them together in order to save your game? Like, I mean, it sounds ambitious, but I feel like that's too much. I feel like the empty ink ribbons were just kind of there as like an Easter egg. Or maybe it's just like there on like normal mode, and maybe on like a hardcore mode, you actually do get ink ribbons and you have to save them. Just kind of like with Resident Evil 2 remake and whatnot. I feel like having to combine 2 items just to save your game sounds crazy. I don't know.
Saving power for intense chases to cut on as soon as the witch enters what is a safe room. It is also stated flavor text will make a return. Veteran players of the series probably are very delighted to see the feature come back because flavor text can be a joy when it has its moments. The developers even added in there will be more places to explore, not just the RPD as teased in the trailer. Last but not least, the developers have confirmed while Chris Redfield will not appear in Requiem, I'm sorry Chris Redfield fans, there will be someone fans will definitely be looking forward to in the anticipated entry.
Leon S.
Definitely stay tuned for that. Well, sadly that's all I can talk about for right now. There might be a couple of other bits and pieces of information that I missed. We still have less than 6 months until the game launches though, so let's keep it going, RE peeps. As for a demo speculation for all of us and not just game events, expect the demo launching around maybe after Tokyo Game Show in late September or all around in October. Who knows?
I hope so, man.
Combat-focused demo might be somewhere around January or February, and it might be the best time for everyone to try it out at that point since it'll be closer to the game's launch. Even if these speculations are false, and I'm not claiming they are factual, don't lose hope, stay strong. If you'd like to, comment below your theories or hopes for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. February 27th, 2026, we return to where it all started in time for the 30th anniversary for
Empty ink ribbons are just ink ribbons you use when visiting the era prior to. Alright. Let's see here. I don't know if I want to watch this or not. Another 20-minute video. Says, like in the beginning when you're running, following your mother versus when you go back the same areas 8 years later. Oh, really? Says the original Resident Evil games are better. He got the HD project. I need to figure that out.
The original Resident Evil games are great. They're awesome. And I'm of course talking about the first 3 on the PS1, you know, the ones that came out in the 90s, the last generation before airplanes were scary.
Yikes.
While the remakes rule in their own right, they sort of don't hold a candle to the originals. They lack vision somehow in terms of expanding upon the scope of their PS1 counterparts. I'm more so talking about the RE2 and 3 remake if you hadn't guessed, since the RE1 remake is pretty much perfect, arguably superior to the original in every way. An RE4 remake is great, though it goofs on a few narrative elements that were near and dear to my heart. But in terms of Raccoon City, you know, fighting zombies and using the supplies we can fish off the bodies of dead cops and mercenaries, I don't think anything hits the mark quite like the original Resident Evil trilogy manages to. There's a unique kind of simulated sense of survival horror that at times becomes too cinematically focused in the remakes, sometimes to the point of completely losing the script altogether. I'm mostly just disappointed at how little they did with the remakes, you know, in terms of expanding upon the foundation of the originals. There was plenty of space to add cool new environments on top of the existing framework without actually changing or removing stuff, yet that's the route they took. Rather than having more time in Raccoon City, it nearly removes all of it from both games. When it comes to recapturing the essence of RE2 and RE3, the remakes felt more like impressive tech demos than fully realized experiences. I never in my wildest dreams could have ever imagined they'd make the remakes feel smaller than the original PS1 games.
Yeah, especially
and I
3.
personally believe it's because they were remaking them for the wrong reasons. Not to improve the games or to actually update them for modern audiences, but to combat modders and independent game designers from doing it themselves, stealing what could have been a possible revenue stream for Capcom. I'm not saying the remakes were phoned in by any stretch, but it does feel like they were trying to pump them out quickly to capitalize on what modders were doing in their spare time.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's probably easy for most people to assume that I'm primarily talking about RE3 remake. And if you're familiar with the Resident Evil franchise, then to some extent, you're right about that. But I'm talking about Resident Evil 2 remake as well. Both of these remakes have sort of a fatal flaw in their execution, and it makes me wonder at times what it is that modern developers have against letting players just make their own decisions, letting them experience things on their own terms, at their own pace, or just facing the harsh reality of their choices in general. On
Yeah,
some level,
yeah, Resident Evil 3 was really bad with that, man. Like, Resident Evil 3 felt like a freaking movie. Like, you were, like, in no control, like, very on rails. It's constantly go, 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 go.
the remakes do majorly incorporate the basic survival horror design. You get things like health items, weapons, ammunition for those weapons, and you use them as intelligently as possible to try to make your way through adversity. But where I find the remakes miss the mark is in how they seem to forget that player choice is more than what bullets you use or how many healing items you consume. It's also about which paths you take. While there is some extent of this in the remake, I think it's fair to say that they're both much more streamlined than their PS1 counterparts. Many of the divergent paths in RE2 and RE3 are straight up missing from the remakes, with the later game's entire foundation being essentially scrapped for a linear sequence of forced obstacles and encounters. But I'll start with the RE2 remake to keep things clear. One of the first and most glaring differences between RE2 and its remake is that the entire Raccoon City
I agree.
is more or less process missing. In the original, you had to trek through the Raccoon City streets as either Leon or Claire to reach the police station. And it's really interesting how difficult and off-putting this section of the game can be to new players, many of which started with RE2 and had just skipped RE1 altogether. It's an absurdly difficult start to the game that requires you to know essentially all the controls and how to carefully maneuver around enemies, or you die within the first 10 to 12 seconds. And this may even seem like bad game design, but it's actually genius. The whole point of this ghoulishly difficult Raccoon City section is to illustrate how unsurvivable it is to stay outside on the streets. It's to paint the picture that the chaos of this viral epidemic cannot be brute forced with bullets or muscle. It's a show versus tell situation where instead of suggesting that the streets are uninhabitable, it shows you firsthand the crowds of
You got the shotgun at the beginning. What the fuck?
The entire situation has become. On your first playthroughs, fighting these hordes is next to impossible, and it's quite a trial for first-timers to even get to the police station. And it creates what I think is the best bait and switch in the entire series. Something they perhaps
pre-recorded what?
Didn't have the technology yet. The entire premise of it is that there's this false sense of sanctuary once you reach the police station. But that illusion is quickly lifted once you see Marvin bleeding to death on the ground, once you see the silent licker crawl past the window. You realize that the RPD is a whole other monster, and that you'll find no sanctuary here. In the original Resident Evil, this feels like what they were going for with the mansion.
HD.
You have that text crawl. You escaped into the mansion where you thought it was safe, yet. And this suggests to me that on some level, Capcom enjoyed—
That's the DS version, isn't it? Deadly Silence.
Sense of security from the outset of the series. In the RE2 remake, that entire narrative beat is missing. And even though there is a brief outdoor section in the first scenario, it's incredibly short.
Yeah.
Like, painfully short. It takes less than 40 seconds to get to the RPD gate, if that. And the zombies themselves mostly don't aggro the player. Even then, they're only a threat if you stop holding down the run button.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Also,
sometimes I wonder if they did this to retain the threat of the zombies. They did add a gas station sequence that was only a cutscene in the original, so it's not like you don't know what you're up against. Unfortunately, the theme of false sanctuary and the narrative implications of the zombie outbreak aren't really the only things lost by this omission in the remake. By removing all the meat from this section and shortening it dramatically, you also lose a lot of the cool gameplay paths that are expanded upon by what players decide to do before reaching.
Fucking Brad.
Firstly,
bullet sponge, bro.
The ability to fight him if you reach the RPD without collecting any bullets. This is the obvious one, but it's not necessarily the important one. It's the choice to have Kendo's gun shop in this section and not later on in Leon's campaign that really makes the difference. In the original game, you can get Kendo's shotgun early.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Fighting off the hordes within his shop, or by running up and grabbing it quickly before the zombies notice you, sometimes only taking a small bite in the process. Believe it or not, this is a game changer, and it can drastically affect how you proceed through the rest of the city or even the police station.
Yeah, see, he says it right there. There's an amount of like freedom and choice far different than the remake, just in like the first 5 minutes of the game. Yeah, that's crazy.
And unlock the east and west wing doors in the main hall. You can choose to go either way instead of being forced down one or the other.
Yeah.
But it's typically suggested you want to go through the west hall door first and face the liquor right away. This is because the east location is absolutely packed with zombies. You have to come back here anyways, so it heavily pressures the player to come back later and forego any of the resources you may find on this side of the police station. But if you have the shotgun and you go in there early, this gives you access to all the resources and goodies in the East Wing before you even come in contact with the liquor. Obviously, in the remake, they drastically alter most of this so that it can be more streamlined, so having the shotgun early wouldn't make much of a difference in this case anyway. These early gameplay decisions heavily affect replayability, and to me, they're what Resident Evil is all about. It may seem insignificant considering it's just one specific change, but this particular omission kills what I felt like set the entire narrative tone of the game. Without that early Raccoon City gauntlet, there's simply no answer as to why Leon or Claire would choose to endure the small hell that is the RPD. As RE1 put it, it's too dangerous to go outside. Why would Leon or Claire choose to spend so much time in a police station if they just breezed through the streets and could find a more secure location or perhaps even an escape route? You don't just hurt replayability with this change, you hurt the entire logic of staying inside the RPD. And half the game takes place there, so in turn, you hurt the logic of the entire game. I also find it fascinating that with the new technology Capcom had with these remakes, that they wouldn't choose to actually expand on the Raccoon City sequence for how much more visually stunning a set piece it could have been. Instead, they shy away from it, maybe due to how technically demanding it is compared to the PS1 static backgrounds, but even in the concept art, there was a lot more shown in the city sections. And it looked like potentially some of it got passed off to the B team when making the RE3 remake. I think in a way, a lot of us were rationalizing this in our head. At first, I remember saying to myself, well, maybe they wanted to maintain the slow tension for as long as possible in the A scenario and are saving the dramatic outdoor stuff for scenario B. And that would have made a lot of sense from a pacing standpoint. It would have given the players the amazing Raccoon City spectacle and simultaneously did away with the brutal skill barrier that made the original RE2's outdoor section so unforgiving. But no, the B scenario has literally no town section at all.
Yeah, he's right to the RPD. I found that so weird.
I did some more rationalizing. No matter how hurt I was, maybe they were saving all of this for the RE3 remake, which is a game that's primarily outside. And I thought it was cool that they did actually add some stuff from the original intro into Claire's trek to the orphanage.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was a tad too little too late, and it was just a bunch of dogs running around that I'm not sure captured the essence of the original or the narrative power of how dangerous the city had become. So for me and many people, RE3 was what we were all waiting for, and oh boy, we're in for a fucking double dose of shit from Capcom's B team.
Oh, shit.
It's amazing to me that the RE3 remake managed to have all the same issues as the previous one, only dialed up to 11. And unlike the RE2 remake, it wasn't something that primarily affected the first portion of the game, but the entire game. It's sort of ironic that the original RE3 doubled down on player choice to the point where the game literally had a live selection.
It just boggles my mind that you remade Resident Evil 3 and you did not let us go to the RPD as Jill. Like, that is like the ultimate sin. You put us there as Carlos. Like, why? The fuck?
As though it were a choose-your-own-adventure book. It's ironic because in the same way that the RE2 remake emphasizes linearity over player choice, the RE3 remake doubles down, except this time to make one of the most linear fucking games you'll ever play. The disappointment that I felt when RE3 remake turned the entire uptown section of the original into a goddamn walking sim. Well, let's just say I didn't touch myself that night like I did.
Oh,
shit. At this point that I realized that the developers had forgotten that at its core, the original Resident Evil games were a survival sim. It wasn't about
what'd that say?
Cutscenes or anything like that. It was about item management, carefully. At its core, the original Resident Evil games were a survival sim.
God damn it. Most replayed, yeah, I can't see it.
Resident Evil games were a survival.
Wait, they literally dropped Nemesis outside Jill's house, lol. So if Brad was coming from the other direction, how did he know about Nemesis? Furthermore, how the fuck did he escape? And why is he so chill if he's being hunted by a hard-on super mutant?
It wasn't about aiming or cutscenes or anything like that. It was about item management, carefully choosing what targets you're going to spend resources taking out, and which paths to take to minimize how quickly you drain your total resource pool. Like I said, a very stylish survival sim. And interestingly enough, these types of games have become quite popular, especially with the zombie horror subgenre. Games like DayZ, Project Zomboid, and even Dead Island managed to create a more visceral survival atmosphere than the franchise that literally revolutionized it. Sometimes I wonder why the remakes adhered so closely to the originals in terms of scope, when they could have expanded the game to take place across the entirety of Raccoon City. Specifically RE3 remake, which, in the original I felt very much did its best to capture the feeling of being trapped alone in a huge town with zombies. The RE3 remake adds so much linearity that it's practically a different genre even. The remakes are still great to play, but overall they're much less interesting to replay because it's mostly just more of the same. The style of progression and player choice is sorely lacking throughout. About the only thing that RE3 Remake did well, in my opinion, was how fucking cool it made Nemesis. Some people complain that he lets Jill go too often and has opportunities to kill her and doesn't, but somehow I think this gives him more character. He wants to kill her clean, you know, like fairly, kind of like Predator. And speaking of like newly captured inspirations, does Nemesis in the remake remind anyone else of Doomsday from the Death of Superman comic? He's the nemesis of the main hero, wears a containment suit to hide his true monstrous form, and adapts to every situation and comes back stronger and stronger the more you put him down. Just something I noticed and thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, they also cut a whole stage out of the Nemesis acid fight one.
Like he does in the original. Jill doesn't explore the city much whatsoever and is mostly herded into interiors after the first hour of the game, and about 45, maybe 50% of the game's original content from locations, bosses, and enemies completely cut. Just to illustrate how much was cut, there's no brainsucker enemies, no crows, no worms, no web spinners, no gravedigger boss, no clock tower location, no backtracking to Uptown, no Raccoon Park, no Nikolai helicopter boss, no kinky shirtless tentacle nemesis, no live selection, and no different endings. It's also worth mentioning that they do replace our kinky tentacle nemesis phase with something much, much less interesting and more generic. I like Carlos's
Nemesis is barely in the game, and it's very scripted too. You know what I mean? Like in the original, like he kind of pops up out of nowhere.
But there's really not enough material there for me to really talk about. And you know what the funniest thing is to me? RE4 Remake had tons of backtracking and exploration, a game that was known for its divergence from the series for being linear and action-oriented. It's hilarious to me how backwards the remakes are in terms of capitalizing on their most powerful elements. The entire script is flipped for no reason whatsoever. The entire village portion of RE4 Remake, before reaching the castle, drags on for ages now if you're a completionist, and yet it's not that interesting of an environment to explore, not from a visual or narrative perspective. Yet Raccoon City, the most interesting and narratively exploitable environment in the franchise, is now a brisk 1-hour cakewalk of completely linear paths that waste all the potential of the most iconic location in all of the zombie horror subgenre. Not to mention wasting the most iconic Resident Evil baddie and potentially the most recognizable villain in all zombie media. I've never felt more disappointed with a game than RE3 Remake. I wanted to feel overwhelmed by the scale of it all. In the original, the game actually starts in the early morning after the police and UBCS try to contain the spread of the infection. And there's this haunting silence that overwhelms you. The only living person you even see after a while is Brad, who's surviving by the skin of his teeth, likely because of his skills as a STARS member. When he's killed by Nemesis, that feeling of isolation is altered into something even worse. You're beset with the knowledge that the only other living thing in this city is a highly intelligent, militarized super mutant with heavy artillery.
Yeah, I feel like him, like Nemesis killing Brad in the original, like you said, it goes way harder than anything in the remake. And it also, not having Nemesis kill Brad in the remake, it didn't give Nemesis enough credit. Like, it didn't make Nemesis seem that intimidating. Like seeing Nemesis brutally kill Brad like that made you feel like, oh shit, like this is fucked up.
Once you dead. I don't think RE2 or RE3 Remake knows how to let the player take center stage for too long without shoving some cutscene or dialogue or atmosphere and immersion wrecking bullshit your way. It can't help itself. Even when you see the liquor scurry up the window in the RPD, Leon can't help himself but to say some cheesy ass shit like,
I don't think he killed any STARS members in the remake. Yeah, probably not.
Where you get the vibe that Leon possibly didn't even see it.
They just nerfed him, man. They nerfed him.
This makes it feel like only the player caught it, only you caught it, and it's scarier that way. It almost sort of pulls you into the experience. Leon maybe didn't see it, but you did.
Yeah.
You have to be the one to prepare for it. When the character reacts to it, it sort of puts something between you and the threat, making you feel less afraid. Even the raw silence of that moment in the original is superior. It reminds me of the air screamer moment in the original Silent Hill, how after grabbing the map or whatever on the counter, you see the thing silently flapping its wings in the window behind you. The silence adds to
yeah, see, I ain't played the first one.
Loud snarl of the creature.
Wonder how the remake's gonna be.
Sound, and then Leon saying some shit like, "What the?" It just takes all the air and suspense out of the moment. The scare is gone. It over-sensationalizes something that didn't need to be altered, and this lack of subtlety is something that a lot of games today have an issue with for some reason, specifically games like Silent Hill 2 Remake, for instance. And while I think the Silent Hill 2 Remake is totally serviceable, it doesn't really hold a candle to the original in terms of its atmosphere. That's not to say the Silent Hill 2 Remake doesn't have atmosphere, because it absolutely has an incredible atmosphere. It just doesn't have the right one. It actually felt more like Silent Hill 1 or Silent Hill 3 than it did to me, like, Silent Hill 2, which was less about outright visual hellishness and more about the smothering and sexual undertones of a very tortured soul. And if you know anything about that game or how it concludes, you know exactly why those specific tones.
You have to play Silent Hill 1, one of the best survival horror games. Hell yeah.
Today. I mean, at least in terms of survival.
I'm excited for the remake.
The original Resident Evil games and Silent Hill 2, for instance, they're not even remotely outdated in any way besides graphics. They hold up tremendously well, and they maintain a minimalistic style that goes a long way with the whole survival sim thing, the thing that they pioneered so long ago. It's hard growing up and watching everything you love get remade. In some ways, it's my favorite thing because I hate everything new and I like to relive the franchises that I grew up with, but at the same time, it's agonizing to watch new developers miss the entire point of what made things so special in the first place. In closing, the Resident Evil remakes are incredibly good games, especially compared to a lot of the shit pushed out today. I love them. They balance the survival horror genre and the modern over-the-shoulder action genre even better than the original RE4 did. But the problem, in my opinion, is that they're somehow less charming, less imaginative, and more restrained in virtually every way. And sometimes the things that we love about the originals, the things that made them ingenious, is overlooked and left on the cutting room floor. Developers sometimes miss the importance of things when trying to recreate or improve upon the original formula. Remakes are simply at a disadvantage because of this. There's always something lost, and while it's true that there is usually something gained in the process, it puts you in an awkward position where there's stuff you like about the original and stuff you like about the remake. And to get the full experience, you kind of have to play both. I find this to be less the case with the RE1 remake because of how closely it adhered to the original. And I think that's why comparisons like this matter, because it truly feels like remakes can be done better than they are. At least right now. They're becoming a common occurrence in pretty much all media formats, from movies, games, and even music. The only thing that changed in the RE1 remake is a bit of the specific enemy layout and the revision of the retro 80s horror vibe that was changed into something much more.
Why he move like that?
However, the change was blended so well and is still maintained throughout the remakes, it's often seen as an upgrade to what was a dated and kind of niche grindhouse tone. It can also be said for the RE1 remake that it didn't cut anything, and it only added things to the experience, which was a major gripe people had with the other remakes, myself included. Even the RE4 remake removes things, but the only difference is that RE4's update adds so much to the experience that it can kind of easily be forgiven, and much less is omitted in general. So in my opinion, though the remakes are great and do a fairly excellent job, you're still better off playing the original games, as they're much more expansive, generally more fun, and definitely more replayable. Hell, even the RE4 remake is a slosh to replay because it's like 7 hours longer than the original. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I guess, depends on how much free time you're willing, to spend replaying something. But anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like this kind of content, as I'm going to be focusing more on this and streaming for a little while.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dinosaurs in the comments, unless you want me to jump through the screen and smack you. So long.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I agree. The originals are just better, man. Just better. They got their own unique vibe to it, man. It just can't be replaced. Alright. Play some Resident Evil 2. Love the Vertigo. Yeah, it's a good enemy design. Cool. I remember seeing that video where that dude killed it with the doors, using just the doors or whatever. Crazy. Crazy. Alright. Let's get it. Switch this over here. Boom. I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember where we left off at. If I'm being honest. I think we're about to use both jewels, the red gems or whatever, and get that key. I need to get the seamless HD and do the PC version or whatever. But for now, we rocking this version. Once again, stepped into the world of survival horror. Good luck. Okay, okay. Alright. Where we at? We got the... Okay. Descent key. Did we already use the gems to get the... key? We got one plug, we got a small key. Okay. That it? Oh, we got two plugs. We put this in there. Boom, boom, boom. Diamond key. I'm trying to remember where we get the... where we use the diamond key at. Is it that right there? I have a link I can send that you can get the Seamless HD with one download and all 3 classics. Oh, dude. Send that my way. Send that my way. You got my email, don't you? I was gonna get them the GOG. The GOG, what a good old games. They have a bundle deal. That's like $25. I'm assuming this glowing purple, does that match the color of the key? I don't know. We just came this way. What I hate when I like get off the game and try to come back to it. I don't think we go that way. I think we need to go on the first floor. Let's try to go to the first floor. I thought I killed that guy. Guess not. Going down the ladder. Diamond key that goes to one of the interrogation rooms, and the other one is main staircase room to go to Marvin's room. Pretty sure it could be wrong. Is it these purple rooms right here that's glowing? I'm assuming that's like the green is the club, red is the heart, purple is the diamond. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Locked. I'll go around to the other side. I go through there. I'll send it for sure. Making a quick cup of coffee, then I'll send it. I appreciate that. Get that coffee in you. Get that coffee. At 4:15 p.m. That's crazy. I could go all the way around if I wanted to. I'm assuming. Interrogation room. Should I go to the interrogation room first? I just now realized what you were meaning by interrogation room. Yeah, because that seamless HD, man, it looks so much cleaner than this shit. And it's crazy, man. They put this shit on PS5 and all it is just the PS1 version. Oh, shit. These boys are back. These boys are back. Oh, no, I got too close. I got too close. I can't let you get close. Damn, bro. We gonna rewind that. What? Don't even have the shotgun out. I'm trash at this game, bro. Look away. Look away. I got his head too. What's up with wires, health, and a plug? Hell yeah. I thought I already killed these motherfuckers, man. Is there no auto aim? Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Auto. Fantastic. I really just don't want to waste my ammo, bro. Maybe we could pop them both. Y'all close enough? Hell no. Fuck it. Oh, oh. Uh-huh. Get closer, get closer. Ah! Bitch. Boom, diamond key, let's go. Yep, there's the wires. We only got 2 spots. Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to pass up this F8, bro. I don't like that. Motherfucker. I should have grabbed the wires first. Sweet Dickens. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. And that's it, right? We gotta pass up that F8. We gotta use those wires. Gotta use them wires, because don't if you wait too long, they bust through the windows. Put this plug up. We use the key right here in this drawer right here. Or did we already use one? Oh, there we go. This handgun ammo, right? Yep. Fantastic. May not if I want to put my shotgun shells up. Get a little bit more space. Got herbs up the ass. Is this the right way? Am I going the right way? That's where the liquor is, right? For the wires. If we walk, we should be fine. Cord, my bad. Cord, not wires. Okay, and I believe this door right here. No, we already went there with the other key. Go all the way around. That's for the evidence locker room, right? Or some shit like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright. What's the code? Isn't there a code that we need? Discard. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Alright. Oh, there's more! Fuck me, jump scare. You sons of bitches. Oh, no code. Okay. Film. Why? Fuck. Just pop this dude. Wasting my shotgun shells, bro. Anything else in here? Oh, okay. That works. Use that in RE3, right? Unlocked it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Marvin's a zombie, isn't he? Another key. Oh. Stay back, man. Oh. They try to get me. What key is this? The heart key, okay. Alright. Anything else in here? Man, he twitching, bro. That's crazy. Anything in here? Let's go. Alright. So now we can go back to the other side and use the heart key. Okay. Alright, alright, that works out. That works out. Okay, stop by this box real quick. What's on that film? Heart key, that takes us underground, right? For the, Where the dogs? Where the dogs are at? There's probably some zombies still up in this room, huh? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. One and done, baby. One and done. Two more herbs. I might keep them there. Oh, maybe I should have used the cord here. Damn. That's another, like, decision-making situation. Well... What's this? Shotgun shells. Nice. Isn't the Magnum in here? Club key. Okay. Go down. Doggies. I just don't know where to go. Damn. Woo! More dog shit. Honestly, not sure if I'm supposed to go this way or not. Save room in here, right? All right. I think I'm good. Gotta get some more shotgun shells. Should be good. Don't really need to go this way unless you got Sherry with you or whatever. Okay. All right. Gotta dodge these doggies. Dodge these doggies. Okay. We go to the parking garage, right? Or in here. Oh! That's what I get. Man, one little doggy bite. One little doggy bite. We're on caution. All sent. I appreciate it. This is up, down, up, down, up, down. I honestly cannot remember. Heyo. Boom. And a map. And a map. Yeah, maybe if I finish this, we'll download the Seamless HD for 3. And make it look all crisp for Resident Evil 3. I'd like to do some mods too eventually somewhere down the line. Oh, it's still locked. Parking garage. Okay. We're about to run into Ada. 808. 808. Oh, baby.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Also contained randomizers. I had Lady D replace Mr. X screaming stupid man thing. Oh shit. Nice. Yeah, I've always wanted to do randomizers. I just don't have the means to. I mean, obviously I could do them on the older ones once I get it on PC. I have Resident Evil 4 on Steam, and I'm trying to think of what else. I think I have the Resident Evil 1 remaster on Steam. I'd like to do like mods and like randomizers on those. Another green herb. I think I should be fine. You know, compared to the first one, OG, like this being on normal.
Ada, wait!
Like Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut on easy or normal, whatever we played it on, had far less ammo and health pickups than this one has. 808! Do a randomizer, that'd be funny, hell yeah, for sure. Like, I've seen some crazy mods and randomizers for Resident Evil games. We're about to meet Ben Bertolucci. More herbs. Insane.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up.
Get up now. Talking to him like he's his father, bro.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I have it right here, officer.
I don't know anything.
My chest! It's burning!
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
Okay. Love this shit.
There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
He's not talking. I'll fucking make him talk. Off chance, I'm gonna pick up this blue herb in case we get poisoned somehow. I don't know if there's poisonous enemies in this game. Nice hairline. Who are we talking about here? Whose hairline we talking? You go through here? I ain't been through here yet, right? What brand is your toothpaste? What the fuck? Spiders in sewer entrance. Oh yeah, there is spiders that can poison you. Got a red herb. Do you own a toaster? I do. These are some odd questions. I don't know, should I pick up that red herb? I feel like I guess I could combine it with the The red herb triggered it. The red herb triggered it, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. These dogs are serious. Might be able to open it with a tool. Don't need to use that right now. My bad. No, you're right. My bad. You're right. I think the moon landing is fake. It's a possibility. You never know. Let's go ahead and go down here. I wanna, is there anything to pick up in that kennel? Where the dogs came out? I don't know, should we bother messing with these spiders or just try to run past them? Ooh, try to get me. Try to get me. Hold up, let me open this manhole. Maybe more herbs. Lots of herbs. Lots of oibs. Another blue herb just in case. I think the most annoying shit is in Code Veronica X, where those moths that can poison you, if I'm not mistaken, and you kill them and they just keep respawning. Not sure if you remember that or not, but okay. Am I just on caution or is it orange caution? Cool. Do I have all 4 plugs? Don't I need all 4 plugs? I only have 3. Where's the 4th plug at? Are we missing something? Haven't played CVX in so long. I know we're about to hit the room that we put the plugs in. It's right here, isn't it? All but one. Do we get the final plug as Ada? No, we don't do that. I can't remember. Oh, there's Ada. Ada? Ada?
I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
She's like, Don't give a fuck.
It's a dead end.
Put 3 plugs in, Ada sequence, get you key, get you the gear room, by the interrogation room, gear for 3rd, story, library, story, plug and shoot. Ah. Now we're playing as Ada. Damn! Just kind of let that one happen. Is it this way? Honestly, not sure. Oh, man. Shotgun shells. Can we give those to Leon? Pick them bitches up. That it? All right. Push some boxes. Jump down, motherfucker. I didn't mean to do that. And this gets us a key and a plug. Turn the water on. Oh, you think we can finish this by 6 o'clock? Ah, club key. Okay. Speed run time. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Maybe she taking bites like a champ. Takes it better than Leon does. Possibly.
Leon, can you hear me?
I could.
Did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast.
Might get turned around in the lab area. Yeah, that's what I got you for, bro. Damn, just chuck them big ass box of fucking shotgun shells.
I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What?
808.
Wait!
808. Now we just got to go back to RPD, use the club key, all that good shit. Blue path first. Blue path represents ice, which is where the fuse is. Then red path. Gotcha. Just ran right through that motherfucker. Heading to work, but I'll still be watching in the background. Don't you even fret. Hell yeah. Gotta use this club key. Still an herb over there, or did we pick that up? There's still an herb over there. Should be alright. Plenty of herbs in the box. We about to get the Magnum, ain't we? Liquors now? There's just dogs. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. How you gonna switch? How you gonna switch enemies? How you gonna switch, bro? That's crazy. Where does the club key go to? Like, I know this room. Is there a club key in the basement? Top stairs, Mag awaits. Is that the morgue? Does the club key go to the morgue room? Liquor. Dog mutates into liquors. See, they made this a save room in the remake, didn't they? More shotgun shells, hell yeah. We about to be strapped. Big ass lightning hawk just chilling. Dear diary. I don't feel like reading it. Zombies are gonna bust through, ain't they? Or is that on my way back? Morgue room, where you can get the key card, I think, to open the side pack MG room, but it's not needed. Yeah, you can say that for Claire, can't you? Alright, where am I going? Okay. Extra. Extra. Oh shit. Be right back. I got piss. I'll take some fucking Dayquil, bro. My nose is all stuffed up. Cranberry. All right. We're back in action. I take some more Dayquil. What is this? More film? What's up with all the film? Oh yeah, we gotta do that lighter puzzle, don't we? $13, $12. Is it middle, right, left, or I can't remember. We like this first. I honestly can't remember. Isn't there like a note or something you read? Guess I got it. Hell yeah. And this goes for the 3rd floor. Okay. We already used the crank, so we don't need that. What the fuck? The last time I came through here, the zombie was a police zombie, a police officer zombie. Now it's just a regular civilian zombie. What the fuck? I don't know if you noticed that. That's funny. Alright. Pretty sure though, yeah, the last time we went through there, that zombie had a police uniform on. Fucking liquor. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, shit. That's gonna be fun. we already did that. We just gotta go up here. Put the gear in the slot. What? The gears are clean. Is it over here? Fantastic. Damn, that's a hell of a shortcut.
Get away!
Is that Birkin just somehow got into his cell? Interesting. Trying to think. This already shoots me past where I can use the club key that last time. Fuck. Do I go back or do I go underground further? I have to go back that way anyway, right? Use the plugs. Fuck, I can't remember.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer!
Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Ben.
Bitter irony.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum.
Make him pay.
Him pay.
Hang in there, Ben. Oh, my chest! It's burning! What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Good God, what was that?
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting
Got it.
and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm gonna use that club key. Full inventory. Inventory. Motherfucker. Excuse me? LAN cable not connected. I don't give a shit. Oh my god. What's happening? I could have skipped this shit, but gotta love it. Good God. It's the wrong fucking way. Man, we just run right into it. That's what we do. We run right into it. Power is on. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, some ammo. Should we use the hip pouch or submachine gun? I feel like we definitely don't need the submachine gun because we have the Magnum shotgun and the Matilda. Do side pack. Boom. Now we just need health. Alright, we got all 4 plugs. We need to go back down through the manhole, right? That manhole back to where we was. Fuck, I gotta sneeze. God damn. Good God, man. Good God, man. So in the original with Leon, you don't even encounter Mr. X, right? Like Leon A? That's crazy. There's an herb over here. Still on caution. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Fucking dogs. No, he said no, huh? Fuck. Took an extra bite for funsies. Fucking spiders. Woo. Okay. Let's go in here for a second. So, is there a hard mode in this game? Or is it just easy and normal? Because then you have a range, which is like super duper easy. We're just gonna put this in our inventory. Actually, hold up. Go like that. I feel like I shouldn't have 3 guns. Oh, we on orange caution. We on orange caution. I should have picked up that red herb earlier. Unfortunate. Don't do this. We're gonna save the Magnum. Like I don't need it yet. Ugh. Do we have to kill this thing, or can we just run past it? That thing creepy as hell looking. Really? Oh, he dead ass blocking the way. Oh my god. There's no time to check. Okay. Kill it. We're killing this bitch. Maybe we should have kept the Magnum. Fuck me. He about to jump on me, isn't it? I wonder if it's gonna be in the next room. Nope. Fucking A.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid.
And stupid.
Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Oh no, we still gotta do the sewers and then do the lab. We might not be able to finish. I don't know. Blue herbs. Leon unknowingly about to get shot. Oh yeah, we do play as Ada a second time, huh? Ink Ribbon City. Oh, we're down to 1 herb that fast. That's nice. Maybe I should have picked up those herbs along the way. Grab a red crank wheel. You need it for the bridge. Oh, the valve handle. Fucking dark as shit, really. Cut the lights out. Dark over here too. Boom. Is this a magazine for the Magnum? Maybe. M bullets. Yeah. Okay. No health. Alright, I see how it is. No herbs, no FAs. Alright. Stock up on a little bit of ammo, you know what I mean? It's all good. To be honest, man, I might just save it and call it today. We gotta do the sewers and do the labs. I don't know if I have enough time to finish. And maybe we finish it tomorrow. I hope this sickness doesn't last until tomorrow. I'm starting to get real stuffy and shit. Sounds good. Took some Dayquil, so hopefully it does its thing, and if you don't finish next stream, I'll end you. We should. I mean, we ain't got a whole lot left. We got the yeah, just the sewers part and then the lab, right? We're done with the RPD. We done with the RPD, baby. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I forgot to upload it earlier, but I believe I'm gonna watch it back, the top 10 plays for the Last of Us factions. I rendered it out because there was so much in that video that like my shitty editing software was like lagging and shit. So I was like, I'm just gonna render this. I think I'd done as much as I could. Music, sound effects, visual overlays, and all that crazy shit. I rendered it out. I'm gonna watch it back to make sure that it is like ready to go, and I'm more than likely gonna upload it tonight or just whenever I get off. And it'll be members first, so you guys that are members will have first dibs on that video. So if you're not a member yet already, it's only $1.99 a month. Consider subscribing to the channel, becoming a member, get early access to videos, also access to custom emojis and whatnot. I think they're still on there. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody use any emojis or what you call it. You got badges. I see the badges next to your names in the comments. So, but yeah, man, top 10 plays video should be up tonight for members, and then everybody else will get it a week later. So, with that said, I'm going to end the stream here. Y'all have a fantastic day. We'll see y'all tomorrow for another stream. Hopefully finished out this Resident Evil 2 playthrough. And keep it going, baby. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and all that good shit. Yeah.